Hello twin flames and welcome to the DM to DF reading for Saturday. So I'm really excited today to bring in a brand new deck of cards, the Charming Oracle Secret Love Messages. And I love how on this card, you've got the gorgeous infinity sign reminding you that your love is eternal and that's the truth. And abundance, if you put it like that, it's an 8. Abundance is flowing in, the time is now. So what a powerful day for readings. And yesterday, the masculine getting it across very clearly that he is cleaning up his act, and Archangel Michael is helping both of you to be together at the right time, helping the masculines to find the courage and strength and power to express themselves and clean things up in their life and make it real with you. So I want to see what secrets they want to say to you. Now I feel that's important, that card there, and then the rest will be extras. So what do the masculines want to say to you today, Divine Feminine? What do the masculines want to say to you? And this is a really powerful deck. So what does he want to say? So he's saying to you, I'm sorry that I lied to you. So again, very similar than last night's message, very same, the energy where he's saying, I'm sorry I hid things from you and hid my feelings and didn't express myself. I'm sorry that I lied to you. So that lie could be a white lie. It could be lying about his feelings, denying his feelings. He's saying, I'm sorry I lied to you. I felt trapped with no way out. It was all just too intense. And I feel that someone needs to hear that maybe when you got together with your twin, maybe he didn't tell you he was married or he was in a relationship or, maybe he was engaged or he didn't tell you something because he was afraid of losing you. And he felt trapped by his own mind and he didn't know what to do. And he said it was all just too intense. The way I feel for you and the way I felt for you during those moments, it was just too intense. I got lost in the moment and I didn't know what to do. So I feel that, this is also an apology for the past. The way that when the masculines come into your life, they're fully in your life. And then all the fear comes in and they run. And you're thinking, what? It was all amazing. Where's he gone? Why has this happened? What have I done wrong? And he's saying it was just all a bit too intense. I was trapped by my own mind and my own situation. I need to find a way out. I was just consumed by guilt and pain. And I'm sorry I lied to you. So I feel that someone definitely needs to hear that. It wasn't that he didn't want you or want to be with you, but there was other things going on at the time that stopped him from going all in. He wanted to go all in, but he knew he had to heal something first. I never meant to reject you. And that's so true. They never mean to reject you. It's their own fear. They push you away because of their own insecurity and fear. Isn't that a foolish thing to do? And he knows that. And again, this really resonates with the masculine reading today. So this is kind of a part 2 of that reading. Part 1 was the Divine Masculine Dark Truths. And now he's saying, these are my secret love messages for you. I never meant to reject you. My heart was saying yes, but the fear was just too overwhelming. And that really resonates with what I've just channeled there. The fact that he wanted to go all in. This is how he feels. This is how he felt then. This is how he feels now. But sometimes the fear just gets way too overwhelming. And all he can do is run because that's what he's used to doing. So I feel these are things he is opening up and admitting to you. It's not that he's saying, oh, I'm running now because of this and that. These are things that we went through before and he's healing and understanding and wanting now to express. He's saying to you, I want to leave the past behind us and start over with you. And that's clean it up. That's the energy of cleaning it up. And, I've got the card here, just so happens. This has been the card that we've been connecting with all day today. Clean it up. So he's saying, I want to heal the past. I want to clear the air. I want to leave the past behind us and start over with you. So what he's hoping for is a new beginning. A new beginning moving forward into 2023. I'm thinking about sending you a message because I want to explain things to you. I've got angel bumps because that's exactly what the masculine said in last night's masculine to feminine reading. I want to express myself. I want to explain myself. And he's saying, I've been thinking about communicating through a message here. I'm thinking about sending you a message, whether it's an email, a text message, some form of social media message, because I want to explain things to you. So he says, I want to clean it up. I want to sort things out. I want to clear the air. I want to express how I feel. I want to sort things out and get things out into the open. So this is exactly what he's going through. He's saying, I just don't know how to act in a committed relationship. So he acts crazy, in a committed relationship. That means that he's messed up before. He knows he's messed up before. He doesn't want to mess up with you. And this is why the masculines fear commitment sometimes, especially if they've been in a marriage or, they've never had a marriage, but they fear it. My masculine has deep-rooted wounds he's healing around commitment and marriage. Not necessarily commitment, but marriage, what it means and the concept of it. So he's saying, I'm trying to heal those things because I do want you in my life as my partner, my wife or husband, my divine one. I just don't know how to act in a committed relationship. So he's also healing those things. And I feel that someone needs to hear this if your masculine has never been in a committed relationship. Some of you will have definitely been through those things where the masculines have been married, or maybe they're still married, or they've got relationships right now. But there is some masculines out there who've never really had that type of commitment. They may have played the field or, just slept around or messed around. And, it brings in fear because they don't know how to act. They don't know what to do. So they are being healed and in a way reparented through their karmic situations and everything they're going through in the physical world, so they can actually behave properly when they are in permanent union with you. And I've hurt you because it was easier for me for you to hate me than to tell you the truth. So it's like he's saying, and it hasn't been easy for me to know that you hate me, not that you've ever hated him, divine feminine, but he's saying then for me to actually open up and express myself. It's like he's saying it was easier to just hide away and, just deny everything than actually open up and tell you how I feel, because that makes me vulnerable. And if you hated me because of that, it wasn't nice, but maybe it was how it was meant to be at the time, and I'm sorry for that. I'm too stuck in my ego right now. I still have a lot to learn. So he's saying to you, I'm still stuck. There's still things I'm dealing with. And this is between now and February, okay? He's healing. A lot of the masculines are healing quicker than other masculines. So you have to just breathe and know that your masculine fully intends to return to you and express and open up. Some are ready now. Some are still stuck in the ego. And he's saying, I know that I'm disappointing you and that you want to talk, but I'm just not quite ready for this. So he definitely wants to talk and open up, but he may not quite be ready for what you want. You may be ready now for marriage or family and commitment, and he's saying, can we just take it slow and start over and take it each step at a time instead of rushing full in? Because I don't want to disappoint you anymore. I don't want to let you down. I'm being honest with you and saying I'm just not quite ready for what you may feel ready for. And this is what we do as a divine feminine. And Goody did a reading not long ago, and it was so powerful. She was talking about how, I can't remember what reading he says, I know she used a distraction oracle, but she was talking about how if the masculines express themselves to you and tell you something like, I'm not sleeping very well, or I'm sleeping on the sofa, or things aren't right at home, those are real revelations, and it takes a lot of guts and power for your masculine to admit those things. But you may be not really listening, instead thinking, well, when are we going to be together? When are we going to have a family? When are we going to do all these things? Because feminines, we jump into the future in our minds. It's like at school, at school, can you remember when you fancied someone at school? Did you ever do that thing where you wrote their surname on your textbook? So you'd put, that your name and then their surname on there. And that's us jumping into the future, wanting things before they're even here now. And it's about that warped perception of reality. So it's like the angel's saying everything is perfect as it is. You don't need to force anything, rush anything. It's like when we meet up with our twin and, we can cause problems as a divine feminine because we try and push it instead of just enjoying that time and being together and being playful and enjoying each moment with no pressure. We start putting the pressure on, saying, when are you going to leave her then? When are you going to be with me then? When are we going to get married? When are we going to do this and this and this? And the masculine just gets overwhelmed and he's thinking, I just want to enjoy this moment. Can we do that? So it's like he's saying to you, I just need to grow up a little bit more first, which is what he said in yesterday's reading too, to be fully ready for everything you want. And I will come back to you one day and I will fight for this love. So he's saying, I will come back to you and I will fight for this love one day. So that one day may be today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, it may be next year. So don't think, oh, one day seems miles away. He's saying, of course I'm going to do this. Of course I'm going to do this. I want to already reply and tell you how I feel and express myself. I'm just stuck a little bit in the ego. But I am intending to fight for this love. What I'm doing right now is clean it up to be able to do that. So the stag is the promise of your union. That he's going to fight for this love, but he needs to clean things up to be available. And that's what you need to know. So this is a very positive message about the future. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.